Hey guys, Nuri Castillo Crawford here. I'm the author of a bilingual children's book titled 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl. I'm happy to see you. Hopefully, you've been watching and catching up with me, but if you haven't, welcome. And we first start off kind of just talking about how you can get a hold of me. You can reach me at 1010publishingus at gmail.com. If you are working on a book of your own, that is the best way to get a hold of me. So again, that's 1010. That's 1010publishingus at gmail.com. Hit me up at 470-440-0018. Send me a text, or you can give me a call and leave a message. We definitely will get back with you. I hope you're working on your book, so I definitely want to hear about that. If you are on social media, on Instagram at 1010 Publishing, as well as Facebook at 1010 Publishing. You can also find me on Twitter at 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl and RLNUNUCC. So RLNUNUCC, Real Nunu CC, or at 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl. That's Twitter. Anyway, so then usually we talk about how to touch base with each other and connect. It's very important. And then we talk about an immigration tidbit, and then we will get right into maybe some advice about writing your own book. And then I share with you some other information about what I've done or what I'm getting ready to do the week after or the following week. So I found a pretty cool article, Time Magazine, and so I'm going to read out of it. So it's Time Magazine 2015. It's an article entitled The Icon Figures of American History. We are all immigrants. Every American who has ever lived, with the exception of one group, was either an immigrant himself or a descendant of immigrants, wrote a young senator in 1958. The senator's name was John F. Kennedy, himself the grandchild of Irish immigrants. Since the country's founding, immigration has been one of the most contentious and controversial issues. In addition, many who have come to the United States came against their will as slaves, and many others who wished to enter the United States were barred for reasons ranging from foreign policy issues to stereotypes to the prevalent political atmosphere of the time. And as a result, the most common origins of American immigrants have shifted over the years, and some groups are better represented than others. So again, if you want to check out the whole article, check out Time Magazine, an article by Aaron Blakemore in 2015 titled The Icon Figures of American History. We are all immigrants. So let's talk about your book. Somebody gave me a quick idea of their book that they want to write about. And it's about a biracial child. And I think that's a great topic. We have a lot of cultural, diverse children. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a melting pot, a reflection of the melting pot of America. And on a separate day, someone was sharing a story between herself, it was a mom, and her child. He's biracial as well. And so the little boy asked his mom, like, am I black? Am I white? And she said, "You're caramel, baby." So I thought, you know what? That other person that's interested in writing a book about a biracial child, that's the perfect title for it. So I've already told her that I'm stealing her title, or I'm making her phrase into a title. So we'll see. I'll have to keep you posted on that. we'll see if we get that other book written up. So titles are very important to your story and to your book. I personally didn't come up with my title till the very end. I mean, I had already gotten started proofing illustrations, etc., for my book before I even came up with a title. Luckily, I actually got the support from a friend of mine who is a school administrator as well. And last summer, she had she was overseeing or supporting in a leadership role for summer school. So she actually disseminated a survey to the kids, provided them with 3 titles, and without knowing anything about the book, which title would be most appealing if you saw it or heard it in a book or whatever. Yeah, in a book. And so 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl won. And so that's how I chose my title. So depending on what your book, genre is and what your book is about, your title really is important as well. It's just almost just as important as the book cover itself. And we've talked about the book cover. It has to be professionally competitive with the other books that will be in the bookstore, etc. The title has to be catchy as well. It kind of has to give you a little tiny glimpse of what's in store in the book. So it has to be catchy, right? So definitely put time in to thinking of what the title of your book should be. Get creative and run it by different people, and just try to see which one would best fit your story. So in writing a book, one of my last things to do is come up with a title. If you already have a title in mind, then of course, by all means, go for it. But just be very, very meticulous about just finally deciding which one is going to be, because it is an important variable in your book, in the process of having your book published, etc. So, the last week and the weekend was amazing. I had a great time. I went on Thursday night to Meadow Creek Elementary School. Shout out to Arsha, who is a very good friend of mine. She's an administrator there at the school as well. When I went, it was great. I had the opportunity to share my book in my story, but the part that was a little different was that I was able to, or asked to by the parents and the kids, to read the book in Spanish. So I hadn't done that, I just hadn't done it. The opportunity hadn't come forth. So it was pretty cool, the kids look so cute in their cultural dresses, etc. Just very festive and very cultural. Lots of different countries represented. They did the parade. They had food. The food was delicious. I had some empanadas. I think they were from the DR, the Dominican Republic, and I didn't even know they had empanadas at the DR. Apparently everybody has them, and they were good, I will say, but I'm a little tiny bit biased because Peruvian ones, I'm from Peru, are like the best ever. So, like I said, I'm a little biased, but anyway, still delicious. Everybody was amazingly nice and very charismatic and welcoming, and I had a fabulous time at Meadow Creek Elementary School here in Gwinnett County Public Schools. So left there, got to Florida after 1 a.m., got to the hotel, exhausted. We drove there and, washed up, went to bed, woke up around 7, got ready, had my stuff laid out, thank goodness, and was at the first school, Rose Academy, by 8 o'clock. Tallahassee's not that huge, so it doesn't take you that long to get anywhere, like 10 minutes the most, even with the traffic. Rose Academy was super sweet. If you go to my Facebook page, Tintin Publishing, you will see some of the letters that the kids wrote me. I have a whole bunch of them, but I posted, I think, 3 of them. So cute and so sweet. Very talented kids, very smart, very sweet, very inquisitive. Had a great time with them. Did a presentation there for a couple of groups, and then left and headed to Roberts Elementary School. Now, I have some history at Roberts Elementary School. I helped open up that school in Tallahassee, Florida back in the day. So it was pretty cool visiting. Some of the staff still there. That was amazing too. That was pretty awesome. They remembered me and they came up and were very hospitable and very welcoming. So I had a great time. I have 2 very good friends that are teachers there, Nidra and Myra. Love them to death. And so definitely enjoyed being there with them. By the time that was over, though, I was exhausted beyond words. Like, I didn't even need a pillow. I could have just fell asleep anywhere. And I was hungry because I hadn't eaten. So left there, went and picked something to eat for us, and then took a nap. Got up and got ready to go to the soiree at my old high school, Rickards High School. And I must say, it was pretty nice there. I saw some classmates that I graduated from high school with, and one of my favorite teachers who inspired me when I was in high school. She and I think different people inspired individuals for different reasons. But Miss Caswell inspired me because she expected better from me, and I respected her so much that I met her expectation. Like I listened to her. So anyway, and she was at the soiree, so it was pretty amazing. Of course, my sister was there too. She's at everything, and she's great. She's definitely very supportive of me, and I appreciate her very much. So that went great. Had some friends come by, kids, etc. It was pretty nice. Then Saturday morning, I went to the Leroy Collins Public Library, which is the main library in Tallahassee, Florida. And I saw some kids there too. Not that many, but I had been warned about that. Mary Douglas, who's the branch manager, told me that not a lot of kids come to things like this, which I don't know. I guess it was like, oh, interesting. But anyway, some kids did come, and I did get to meet them, and I got to speak with people and tell my story, etc. And my cousins, 2 of my cousins came through, and one of my cousins has a little girl, and Fiorella, and they came through, and I got to see her and take a picture with her and everything. So that was super sweet too. So that was had a great time in Tallahassee, Florida. So what's happening next? Next week I have 2 schools in Quincy, Florida. One of them is Greensboro Elementary, and the other one is West Gadsden Middle School. Apparently, they're very, very close in proximity. So I'll be doing that, and that is all I have planned for now. It is my spring break, so since I'll already be in Florida, I mean, I might as well head to the beach. Can you blame a girl? I mean, I have to go to the beach. So I'll go to the beach and have some fun in the sun, and I can't wait. I'm so excited about spring break. So I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and whatever you do next week, I hope that you enjoy that too. I will definitely be in touch next week. I don't know if it'll be Monday, but it might be. Um, oh, and I forgot, April the 3rd, I also have an interview. So it's a radio interview, and I will definitely let you know more about the time, etc. I will have a link to the interview as soon as I can get it. I will post it on all of my social media, so be sure to join me on Facebook and on Instagram. I am under 1010 Publishing, 1010 Publishing. On LinkedIn and on Facebook, you can find me under my name, Nuri Castillo Crawford. On Twitter, you can find me under RLNUNUCC. And on Twitter, the book also has a Twitter handle. It's 3,585 Miles to Be an American Girl. If you have any questions about the book that you're thinking about writing or that you are writing, remember, set aside a few minutes every single day and make yourself write. Like, you just got to find a quiet space and write. Hit me up on email if you have any questions or you're ready to have a manuscript read, etc. 1010publishingus@gmail.com. So have an amazing week. Bye, guys.